When you look in the mirror, do you point out all of your imperfections or do you embrace them? Well, I'm going to talk about that today. This is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking about French women, and I'm going to be talking about us, and maybe I can give you about 14 French beauty tips that you can relate to because it's something that you do as well. Now, the first thing I want to say is that most French women embrace their imperfections. They show and emphasize the natural features of your face. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Oh, you know, I don't like my nose, or I don't like my cheeks, and it's for me. I always wanted those chiseled cheekbones, but I just always had a round face. I still do, but now that I'm older, Mother Nature is kind of giving me a little bit of cheekbones, so that's kind of nice. But French women, if you notice, and when you go to French films and you see some great French actresses, they don't look beautiful, they have unusual features, but by the time the movie is over, these women are absolutely gorgeous, and you love them because they embrace their inner beauty and they don't really worry about their facial imperfections. And that's something I think all of us kind of have to work at. And another thing is that they do have an effortless style. They can throw things together just effortlessly, and it looks good, and it really works. They just somehow are able to put a shirt or a sweater with pants or a skirt or jeans, and it just absolutely looks effortless. And sometimes it almost looks like a kind of messy, but it works. It really works, like my hair. I wake up and I never know what it's going to be every day. And when you are getting dressed, this is the third one. I'm sorry, I should start numbering these. If by our age, if we've kept enough stuff, we do have vintage accessories. So always try to see if you can, when you're getting dressed or when you're going out, find a vintage scarf like this one, or a vintage pin, just something, or a bag that you've had for a long time and it's worn and you just absolutely love it. Bring it along and pull that together into your outfit. Don't be afraid to look into the back of your closet or in your jewelry box and find those great accessories, maybe a nice pair of earrings that you've always loved. And I don't have them with me, but button earrings are coming back. Thank heavens that I've kept a couple of nice button earrings, so when I get back home, I'm going to get them out of my jewelry box and I'm going to experiment with my button earrings. So go look in your jewelry box and see if you have some of those. And of course, as I talked about in my other video that I did, the French girl look, the minimalist look, a beautiful red lip. No matter how undressed everything is, how plain everything is, they always have a beautiful lip, either a beautiful natural lip that makes their lips look soft and they've emphasized their eyes, or they have really done a beautiful, bold red lip. And I really used to stay away from red lipstick, but I'm experimenting more and more because I thought red at my age might be just a little too powerful, and because I'm so light, it overwhelms me. But you know what? I am starting to play around now with red lips, and I'm really getting to like it. So maybe you've always been into bold red lips, but for me, it's a new thing that I'm trying, but it's a lot of fun. Also, just no fancy manicures, just a simple manicure. I have a manicure today. It's called a French manicure, but I don't think it's French at all. It's just a name that they've given to it. But I always like to have soft nails, not really too bold. And I'm saying because it's just my style. I have seen really pretty nail art and people that really love to do their nails and create that. But that is a focal point then. Their nails will be the focal point. But if you really want to think about maybe what things you do that are like what French women do, then if you just have a polished nail, I know that my mother and my grandmother used to just polish their nails with sort of a powder, and then they would take a soft brush or a soft emery board, but it didn't have emery on it. I don't know, it was some kind of a soft cloth, and they would just buff and buff and buff and buff their nails. And it brought a little bit of the pink color underneath their nail bed, and their nails would shine, and it just looked beautiful. So getting back to a more natural look, I think, is basically what we're talking about. Okay, number 6. They don't usually fry their hair with hair dryers. The best way to do your hair, and this is what I always do because my hair is more fine now, and it's I don't think it's dry, but because it's curly, it has a tend to look dry because it frizzes. But I always, when I wash and shampoo or condition my hair, I always let my hair air dry naturally. And once it's almost dry, by air drying it, I either let it be curly and let it curl up, or if I want to where it's straight, then I do the hair dryer on low speed and I curl it. Because they say when you when you use extreme heat on wet hair, it actually kind of boils the hair. So be sure that your hair is either damp or not really soaking wet when you start to air dry your hair, because that really does protect your hair. So that's what most French women do. They kind of let their hair either air dry and just, go like this and go out, or if they are going to use the hair dryer, they use it once it's almost completely dry. So that is a good thing to do. And if you wash your hair at night, you could let it air dry, and the next day you style your hair, because then your hair will stay a lot healthier. I know it doesn't sound practical, but it actually is what I do. So anyway, one thing that I've talked about, and a couple of other beauty creators on YouTube have talked about, buy a silk pillowcase. Whatever you do, please buy a silk pillowcase. I mean, I also wear a silk nightcap. But if you have a silk pillowcase, your hair glides across the pillow. It doesn't get that static that you get on a cotton pillowcase or a polyester pillowcase. But a silk pillowcase does. It really just does, keeps your hair really nice. And also, another thing, that if you do have a silk pillowcase and you don't sleep on your back and you sleep on your side, the silk pillowcase will be easier and prevent you from getting a lot of wrinkles, because your face kind of slides and it doesn't get stuck like this on the pillowcase. So that's number 7. Number 8, keep your makeup bag light. Whether you're going out for the day or whether you're traveling, carry only your essentials. maybe a little powder if you wear powder, mascara, lipstick, and you can use your lipstick and double purpose it and use blush if you want to put a little blush on your cheeks when you're out and about. But don't carry this heavy bag and carry this whole thing of your makeup essentials, because you really absolutely don't need it. Okay, now 9, use your perfume correctly. And Coco Chanel used to say, only wear perfume where you want to be kissed. Isn't that romantic? So, right here, behind your ear, at the nape of your neck, if you want to have be kissed, in your hand, here, there, or on a little bit on your shoulders. But wear perfume very lightly, but wear it on those places. And also wear your body heat. They say that your body heat does keep that aroma stronger, and it keeps it for a longer time when you wear it, like on your pulse points, behind your ear, or somewhere here. It really stays on a lot longer. At least that's what they say. And another thing that French women do, they may wear vintage, they may go to discount stores, and if they have a good sense of style, just pick out things, thrift shops. It doesn't matter, because nobody's going to ask you how expensive your bag was, how expensive your dress was, but always be sure that you get a really, really good haircut. No matter what kind of hair you have, if you have a great haircut, and when you style it, or if you don't style it and you just let it air dry, it will fall into place beautifully. It will frame your face, and it will make you look like $1 million. A good haircut is I will spend money on a good haircut before I will spend money on a designer outfit. And that's really true. I love to thrift shop. I will go to discount stores, and if I have a good eye, I can pick out things that look nice, but you can't fake a good haircut. So if you're going to spend money on anything, spend money on a great haircut. And even makeup you can get at the drugstore. They have really great makeup today that you can find in the drugstore. So honestly, there's no reason to have to spend big bucks unless you really have a line. I mean, I do have some Chanel stuff but I'll buy one. I don't buy like the whole thing. I'll buy like one lipstick or one blush, but I don't, buy the whole complete line of products, because I know that it's not necessary. But one thing I do, I do spend money on a good haircut. And number 11, how can I say this? Stick to a very simple skincare routine. You don't have to use 1,000 products to have good skincare. Trust me, because it becomes so confusing sometimes when you watch some of the content creators in the beauty community. They use so many different products, this product for one day, that product for the other day. And I guess it's okay if it makes you feel good and makes you feel like you're really doing something to take care of your skin. But in my opinion, all you need to do is to be sure at night before you go to bed, your face is clean, it's cleansed, you have no makeup on, that you use something to exfoliate your skin several times a week. You put something on it that will put the moisture back into your skin. Masks rejuvenate your skin, but you really don't have to do the deep peeling, in my opinion. And most French women agree with this. You really don't have to do the deep peeling. So do take care of your skin. Stay out of the sun always wear sunblock. And I heard a great tip the other day. I was talking to my daughter, and I have the Avon Glow. It's just a little bottle, and I can put it down below. And it has a little stopper on it, and you just put a little bit on your finger, and you can tap it here to make it glow. But I had someone tell me the other day that when they go out of the house and they really don't want to wear a foundation, they always put on sunscreen, but they mix a little bit of a glow with their sunscreen so that when they're putting it on, it gives them a healthy glow and a healthy look without having to wear foundation. And I thought that was really awesome. I may just do a video on that because I a lot of times go out of the house without wearing foundation, and maybe you do too, but I always protect my skin with sunscreen. But sometimes sunscreen makes you look dull, so I think by adding these little drops of glow that have just a tiny little bit of color in them, or you could use BB cream, one or the other, but I think that was a really great idea. So I am going to start doing that too, to put a little bit of those illuminating drops in with my sunscreen, not to make my skin look so flat when I go outside without foundation. Another thing that I do, and I've always done, is a facial massage. I have 2 videos, and I'll put it above to those videos. I do facial massages, and I really think by doing facial massages, our faces, and I've said this before, our faces, we have muscles underneath your skin. And if you strengthen the muscles and keep those muscles tight, they help keep the skin taut. Now, aging, you can't stop it, and I'm going to droop, and I'm drooping a little bit, but not as much probably as I would be, because I am closer to 81 than I am to 80, that having those muscles and exercising those muscles on a daily basis helps me keep my skin more firm. I cannot stop the wrinkles. I can't. I just absolutely can't, and that breaks my heart, but I can't stop the wrinkles. I can make them softer. I can do everything I can from getting more, but aging skin will age, and that's just the way it is. I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. But you can exercise and do facial exercises that will help keep those muscles. I can feel it. I can actually do this, and I can work it, and I can feel the muscles tightening. So it will help support your skin. So basic skincare routine, mask your skin for moisture, and also do facial exercises. And I think that's just about it. You don't have to drive yourself crazy, because you will age, but you can certainly slow down the process. Also, your eyebrows. I dye my eyebrows because they're so light, but you don't have to overdo your eyebrows. Don't make them so dark that when somebody sees you, all they are looking at are your eyebrows. And it's like the emoji, eyebrows, eyebrows, eyebrows. So keep your eyebrows in relationship to the rest of your face. Don't emphasize them too much. If you have nice, healthy eyebrows, you can oil them. You can put castor oil on them, because that does help them grow and keeps them nice at night before you go to bed. And you can brush them and keep them groomed, but don't overdo with eyebrow pencil your eyebrows, because it will just put the emphasis on your brows and not the overall look of your face. And number 13 is, already, I'm sure, is to eat healthy, because everything that you put in your body translates to what is on the outside. So by eating right and exercising, you're going to have a healthier glow. You're going to feel better. And when you feel better, you look better. And that's just the story. That's just it. And the very last one is number 14, is to work on your confidence. A confident woman, no matter her flaws, no matter what she puts together, no matter how messy her hair or how beautiful her hair, sorry, ficatry. A confident woman is beautiful. She translates to beauty. If you have confidence in who you are, if you have belief in your worth, then you are beautiful. Not only the way you feel about yourself, but you will be beautiful in everyone else's eyes. So those are the 14. I'm sure probably you are practicing most of these already, because if you are watching on YouTube, you care about yourself, you care about your looks, you care about your diet, you care about all of these things. But these are 14 things maybe that you do that you also have in common with French women. So go out there today and be absolutely beautiful. Be worthy, be yourself, and do something kind for yourself today. Do something really great. And of course, whoever crosses your path, express yourself with kindness, whether it's a smile or a gesture. And don't forget to share the love. We really need it. Thank you for watching me. I hope this wasn't too long and complicated, but I love having you with me. Thank you so very much. If you haven't subscribed, I would love having you join me and the rest of us on this pro-aging journey that we are all taking together. Take care, and I'll see you soon.